Hey, KidMin Volunteers, Pastor Jimmy here. It's week 3 of Help. I know we did week 1 last week, but we're only on 3 weeks this week because we started a week after September. And so week 3, and it's week 2 though of being with the kids. I hope you had a great time of worship last week, and I hope you're ready to jump in and worship with our kids and just show them Jesus and disciple them the best that we can. And so week 1 went really well. The kids stayed in their spots. They wore their masks. And so I'm really looking forward to week 2 of them just getting even more comfortable with that. And so this first video that I'm sending out that you're going to watch is talking about as the kids come into class. And so here's the thing. When the kids come into class, everything else goes away. Hopefully you've done your prep, you've looked over, you got here in time. Try to be here by 8:30 if you know. 9:30 if you can. Last week I said 8:30. By 9:30 if you can, we'll pray, we'll talk, and you'll have time in your classroom. So as a kid comes in, make eye contact with them. Make sure that you or your helper does that. And say, hey, Johnny, how's it going? So good to see you. Air high five, because we're trying to limit social media. Air high bump, whatever you're doing. But just let them know you're excited they're there. Don't let them just walk in the classroom and sit down. Make sure they're known. Make sure you make contact with them. Say, hey, Johnny, how's it going? How's your week? Did you know that Jesus loves you? Be excited, okay? And do this for me too. When you get in that classroom, turn your phones off. Turn them off, put them on silent, but once you come in, put them away and make sure that Jesus has your focus and those kids have your focus. And so they're in. If they have a bucket from last week, let them get their bucket, let them go back to their spot and say, hey, I told you your spot's here. Here it is, have a seat. And so they can get their spot, they get their clipboard, they get their bucket. If they weren't here last week, help them get a bucket, help them make the label, we'll make sure they're still on there, and get their bucket clean. And then once they sit down, tell them, hey, there's a coloring sheet and there's a word search. So work on those for now, and when everybody gets here, we're going to jump up, we're going to play a game, we're going to have some fun. But just make sure that you are focused in on them and they know that they're known and loved. Those are the big things. All right, I know I said it a bunch, but it's such a huge thing. I love you guys, and then I can't wait to get with you in this next video.